107 for Sheth, popping up the unit tab. 57 drones in total for the Zerg player and 51 SCVs for the Terran player.
And once again, see Sheth repositioning those spine crawlers to deal with drop later on in the game. It looks like Select always pushing as he is taking an extra expansion. There's the second factory planted. There's the extra missile turrets. We also see the +1 infantry weapons. But interestingly, no building armor this game. Looks like that will not be making an appearance in this match. And ooh, the SCV does get taken out, but another Mutalisk loss for Liquid Sheth.
Looks like Select is gearing up to destroy these destructible rocks. He will be taking that high yield. At the same time, though, the medevacs are slowly taking some damage. There are only 5 of them. So he will not be able to take those out. We see a medevac immediately loading up. There is an overlord here on the left side of the screen as well as a Zergling. So it should be seeing that drop here pretty soon. And this is looking oh so similar to Shakuris, which we just saw, but quite a bit different opening from both players.
Yeah, Select was playing from far behind in the Shakuris game, but here we see both players really comfortable in the early game. We see the +1 melee upgrade. Sheth now going to be able to deal a bunch of damage with those Banelings. As we see, they get a massive upgrade, +4 damage to light, going from 35 to 39. The Mutalisks in the main, picking off these extra barracks that are being produced, but a drop at the north from Select.
And how much damage is this drop going to do? I wonder if it was even seen by Sheth. Did not see the path that it took to get there. As the mutas do get deflected, they're actually going all the way up towards this drop. The medevac has not moved since we talked about it last. So we'll keep an eye up in that corner. There's yet another drop over here on the right side of the map. Where is this going to go? And at the same time, Select is going to be moving out.
Big push
no, Sheth is coming up here on the left side. The tanks are in siege, but oh, I thought Sheth might go for it, but he was afraid of those tanks, as I was as well.
Where did that medevac go? It looks like it accidentally returned back home. Whoopsie daisies. Select kind of misplacing all of his medevacs at this point. We see, once again, Sheth taking some gigantic damage. The 1-1 Marines just brutalize those Mutalisks that are only 1-0 at this point. Another siege tank may be taken down, but without that many Mutalisks, it's going to be a big trade. Select appears to have forgotten about his medevac in the top left, while he's sitting pretty with a lot of Lings and Banelings.
The sounds of Banelings morphing, and here's a big scan. Looks like Sheth is going to be going for it, but the tanks are in siege, so he will once again fall back.
There's the drop at the gold, and the drop in the main. It will drop by the spine crawler, but the push from Select happening so aggressively from all sides. And it looks like the spine crawler is only used to buy a little bit of time, as it is going to fall. The Banelings continue to be taken down. Select is everywhere.
Here we go, Sean in the middle of the map. The Lings and Banelings are moving out, but a great siege tank spread will deny this. And Mute is just coming out of nowhere. There for Sheth in the center of the map after I thought that Select had taken them all out. It's just a huge Ling Baneling force. And the Select Marines and tanks are so well placed, as the entire time he has been moving further and further across the map. He has not taken out this creep just yet, though. A big clump of siege tanks. But the positioning here is just like we saw on Shadow Temple the first time around. Is right behind this little area with water in it in the center of the map. Sheth is still trying to figure out the best time and best position to engage.
We see the Banelings. They do take out a pack of Marines, but not before about 10 of them fall to those siege tanks. In the units lost tab, we see massive losses for Sheth as Select continues to press forward with these Marines, and it looks like he will be able to take the Queen down at the natural expansion and sprinting up into there. We also see another drop in the main, trying to help get Sheth in an awkward position. Another nice pickup with those medevacs. Select controlling his tanks and Marines so well.
Yet another unsiege and reposition here. Almost all of the Banelings and Lings have been taken out. Right now, if we go to the unit tab, there are only 8 Banelings for Sheth out on the field at the same time. There are 18 Mutas. This attack is just looking almost unkillable. As some more Banelings are being morphed in. The hatchery does get taken down at the high yield and immediately loading up that medevac. This is just insane coming from Select. But we have the Mutas here coming up. They will be able to take out a handful of Marines, taking out 2 of the tanks. Now they're going to be taking out the rest of these Marines, but at what cost? They are so low in HP, and a huge group of Marines will be stimming in.
More Marines incoming. It looks like Select sees that almost everything is here at the right side, and the Mutalisks trying to find some way out. Marines are chasing them down from all angles. 10 Marines at a time being produced from these bases, and this drop is going to have a free path up into the natural or wherever it chooses to press. The tank marine army from Select is gigantic, and he is going for a rapid repositioning. The tanks are unsieged, though. Select is going to have to be on the retreat for most of this time, and oh no! It looks like Select caught with his pants down, did not reposition those tanks slowly, and that is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you try to unsiege all your tanks at once. Select is now going to have to battle back.
And this is not going to be easy with the Zerg forces going all the way across the map. He is going to split some Marines. It looks like he will be able to deflect this as one tank is going to be focused down, but almost all the mutas were just lost at the same time. 8 more lings, 10 more lings in production, 2 mutalisks. That attack did quite a bit of damage, and that was just unfortunate for Select. As soon as he actually unseized, that was the go time for Sheth.
And Select, though, did get that fortunate kill on the gold expansion. Has been putting so much pressure at every front.
He's going to get the hatch, and he does indeed get that hatch over there at the left-hand side.
And Select now continue to do this drop harass despite that big misfortunate, I guess I just call it a little adrenaline boost that Select may not have expected mid-game. He is in a comfortable position yet again, having killed off almost all the mining bases from Liquid Sheth, and it looks, just like you said, nearly identical to their Shakuras Plateau game that Select eventually won in the first set.
The mutas over here in the top left-hand corner are about to run into some Marines. Just pick off one of the mutalisks, and now it looks like he's going to go back for it, gets a second one, trying for a third for the mutalisk. Now understand the power of the Marine there, especially when they are 2-2, and Sheth just going to GG.
A good game again. Select is up 1-0 at the start of the match. Nearly everyone who has qualified for the BlizzCon Invitational has had an easy road. Select, though, is constantly having to battle in his games, going 2-1, and now 1-2, and now he's up 1-0 after a 22-minute game. Going into the next game on Metalopolis, he must play very, very carefully.
So right now, our producer is telling us that Select has won 8 of the 10 maps so far in this tournament. So this is going to be a very big game for Select. He's lost to Sheth twice now on this map today. Can he figure out some way to win on MLG Metalopolis? Both players are looking like they're